What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Demonic, and I'm back with another banger. We are here for NBA 2K25, and the grind is not gonna stop. I got something special for you guys in this video. Last year, I dropped a build video on a 6'10" demigod with elite driving contact dunks, and in this video, we're gonna do something very similar. Not only is it going to be a bucket getter, but it's also going to be a pretty good defender. This build can literally do everything from defend, dribble, pass, shoot, and even rebound. Now, as you can see, I've already created 4 builds. Obviously, I haven't upgraded all 4. It's just some builds that I've been playing with that I wanted to keep in the vault. That way later on, if I decide I wanted to make something similar, I had a template to go off of. So I've been playing around in the builder. This isn't something that I just created off the top of my head. I actually took my time with this. I've already went into the rec just to see how the gameplay is, starting off the year in NBA 2K25. Now, if you're new to my channel, most of the builds that I create for my game style playing rec randoms. Now, a lot of you guys, I'm going to show you guys the build right off the bat, and a lot of you guys are just going to copy and paste and get out of this video and be done. But some of you guys are going to listen to what I have to say, because a lot of this stuff is important, especially dealing with the cap breakers. And I'm going to show you guys a way to modify this. That way you get the elite contact dunks off rip if you'd like. So please stay tuned and watch the video all the way through so you know exactly why I did everything the way I did. And that way you'll be able to modify it yourself if you'd like to. Not only that, it's going to help boost the algorithm of this video, which is going to help it get out to other people, which is going to help motivate me to drop even more content for you guys. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We only need about 4 more subscribers to hit that 900 mark, which I'm really excited about. I appreciate every last one of you guys. Don't forget to turn on the post notifications as well. That way you don't miss any information that I drop on this build, like my jump shot, my dribble moves, my dunk packages, and all that as well. At the end of the video, if you like the build, please hit the like button on the video as well. I really do appreciate that stuff. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you think of the build too. Now I'm going to stop wasting your guys' time and we're going to talk about this build a little bit. I went small forward. That way, hopefully I'm not matched up against a power forward. I want a smaller defender on me. 6'10", obviously with that 7'3" wingspan, which is going to be perfect because that's long enough to get you your 94 driving dunk and also that 87 mid-range, which you're going to see here in a minute exactly why you want that. But like I said, you want that 94 driving dunk for those elite contact dunks with that 82 vertical. Now, some of you guys are going to say, ooh, you need a 96 driving dunk for elite contact dunks. I'm going to show you exactly why I didn't do that here in a minute. For now, we're going to talk about this build a little bit more. Like I said, stay tuned through this whole video so you can understand why I did exactly what I did. And later on, it's going to end up paying off. Now, as you can see, if you drop your close shot, you're going to lose that 87 mid-range, which you need for that silver shifty shooter. And I have a feeling that's going to be a really good badge to have. You can't drop your driving layup from an 80 to a 79 because you're going to lose that silver physical finisher. Now, if you read this badge, it says improves a player's ability to battle through contact and convert contact layups. So that it's going to help boost your ability to absorb contact with those dunks as well, I believe. Now, like I said, this is my build. You can modify that if you like. If you don't think that's the case, you can drop your driving layup and add those points elsewhere. It's completely up to you. Now, we're going to talk about the three-point shot here a little bit. You want that 83 ball because whenever you get your 5 cap breakers, you can add +3 to your 3 ball, which is going to give you bronze limitless range, which is going to make you a stretch big. The other 2 points, you can add those to your mid-range shot, which is going to give you gold set shot specialist. Now, this is completely up to you. What I would do is I would add the +3 to my limitless to get that bronze, and then I would add the other 2 to my driving dunk. That way I get those elite contact dunks on 96. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you get to choose to separate where those cap breaker points go, but that's just what I'm hoping for. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Now, I'm really hoping that you can separate and choose where those points go. I'm gonna guess that you can, but for whatever reason, if you can't, then you would just have to modify this build to where you drop your 3-pointer down to like a 78 or something similar with your driving dunk if you'd like to, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you don't have to worry about anything like that and you can choose to put those where you want. Now we're going to jump into the playmaking. I went with the 78 passing accuracy. That way I get that versatile visionary on bronze. I've been playing quite a bit of rec, and I'm telling you guys right now, with all these build videos that these content creators been dropping, everybody's been making builds with 99 steal, 95 steal. You want to have at the very least a 78 passing accuracy. My other build has an 85, and even with that, I'm throwing some Stevies, man. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people are playing the lanes this year, and the lanes are OP. That steal is gonna get in the way of a lot of people's builds that have those low passing accuracies. Now with the ball handle and speed with ball, I went with the 75 and a 71. That way I get, I believe, all the dribble moves that I can possibly get on a 6'10". Later on in the year, if you'd like to use your last cap breakers to get that 75 speed with ball, to get that silver lightning launch, that's something you could do as well with this build. Now we're going to go down to the defense. I got a 73 steal for that silver interceptor, along with a 82 perimeter for that silver challenger. And then I went with a 68 interior defense combined with that 78 block. That way I'm able to get some stops at the rim. Now this is something I found very interesting that they changed this year. The immovable enforcer badge is now tied in with the perimeter defense. Last year all you had to do was upgrade your strength. This is going to completely change how people make their center builds. Last year on my center build, I didn't even upgrade my perimeter defense, but now I'm kind of forced to, just to get that gold immovable enforcer badge, which I honestly am not really a big fan of. I wish they would have kept that badge to just being with the strength, but it is what it is, man. I'm just going to have to get used to that this year. Now with the block, you're going to have that 78 block combined with that 68 interior defense, which is going to give you silver, high flying denier, along with paint patroller on bronze, and you're also going to get that silver pogo stick. Now check this out, my offensive rebound is at an 83. That way I get silver rebound chaser and box out beast, and that's also what gives me that silver pogo stick, because that is tied in with the block as well. Now if you drop your offensive rebound, I'm showing you guys how you can modify this build with that, and as you can see, you're not getting that many attribute points in any other category than you do with the offensive rebound. So it's something that I found to be really interesting with this builder this year. The offensive rebound on this build at least is extremely cheap, so I highly recommend you might as well go with that, because anywhere else that I decided to try to put those points, I may be able to upgrade it to about 4 or 5 attribute points at the max. As you can see, my agility, I could only take that up to like a 75. The steal, the defensive rebound, you can't take it up that much. The block, all those attributes is not nearly comparable to the amount of points that you get on that offensive rebound. So having an 83 offensive rebound, I think will be a lot more useful than adding those points anywhere else. Even trying to just upgrade the defensive rebound, I couldn't get my defensive rebound that high with my offensive rebound being down. So having that silver rebound chaser, it's going to help getting those defensive rebounds as well with that 68 defensive rebound. Now with the physicals, I went with the 81 speed, a 71 agility, a 73 strength, which is extremely important. You want that gold strong handle badge. A lot of these smaller guards that I'm seeing, people make those builds without that upgraded. They're going to regret it later on in the year. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you're making a small guard this year as well, you want to upgrade that. That badge is in the game for a reason. A lot of you guys are going to be getting ripped against these guards with the 99 steal because you don't have that badge. You just have unpluckable, and unpluckable is going to be good as well. Obviously you're going to want that too. My build only has bronze unpluckable, but I'm not a main ball handler, so I'm hoping the bronze ball handler with the gold strong handle is good enough to where I'm not getting ripped every time I try to dribble. Now we're going to see what this comes out to. Shades of Scottie Pippen, Trey Murphy, and Brandon Ingram. Now it comes out to 3 level scoring threat. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys a way to modify this build if you want those elite contact dunks off rip from the very beginning. But I'm also going to tell you right now that I don't really think it's worth it, because you're going to sacrifice a lot to make that happen when you can make it happen with your cap breakers in the version I just showed you. But for the elite contact dunks, as you can see, you need a 96 driving dunk, like I said, with that 82 vertical. To get the 1 foot, moving contact dunks. On Elite, you need a 99 driving dunk this year as well. If you did not know that, now you do. And that is extremely expensive as well. So I'm hoping 96 is going to be plenty good enough. You can modify this build later with your cap breakers to get that 99 driving dunk. But I also believe it takes a 90 vertical, which is insane to me. So this year, I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of people with that on their builds. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to modify that. You're going to have to take your wingspan up to a 7'5". That's going to allow you to take your driving dunk up to a 95 because you just lost some attribute points on your shooting. So after that, you're going to have to drop some other things to get that 96. So I decided to just drop that 3 ball down to a 76 because it doesn't even really matter anyways. You could keep that at a 77 actually if you'd like. That way later on with your cap breakers, you get that bronze limitless. Completely up to you. You're going to have to drop your offensive rebound all the way down. So you're going to end up losing that rebound chaser on silver. And you still barely have enough to get that 96. And now you have to take your vertical. No, you don't have to take your vertical up to an 85. Actually, I take that back. Keep that at an 82. You can put your points, the rest of the points that you have elsewhere. As you can see, I don't know where exactly I decide to put it. There isn't really much else that you can do. You could take that 3 ball up to a 77, like I said, which is what I ended up doing, which is going to help you with your cap breakers later on. Putting those points anywhere else isn't going to really do much justice. You're not going to really get much more badges out of it. So this is probably going to be the best way to go. If you want those elite contact dunks off rip, you can take your vertical up to an 83. That way later on, you cost less cap breakers to get that 99 driving dunk, elite contact dunks, or whatever you want to do. Completely up to you. But like I said, if it was me, I would stick with that first version build that I showed you guys. You're sacrificing a lot just to make that happen right off the bat. And honestly, you're not really going to need it at the beginning of this game because a lot of people aren't going to have a lot of their badges to stop you from dunking anyways. So for me, I'm going to stick with that original build that I showed you guys. I think it's going to be a really fun build to play with. I'm going to be dropping some content on it very soon. If you guys want to see that, make sure you have those post notifications turned on. You don't want to miss out on my jump shot, my dribble animations, or my dunk packages. I'm going to be dropping a video on all that as soon as I get some time to play this game and get used to it and find out what works for me. I don't want to just give you guys some stuff that isn't even worth it. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys some good content and not just throwing something out there like some of these other content creators that I'm seeing do just to get some views. I want to give you guys some good information and some good builds to play with. For now, I'm going to be playing on my 6'8" center build that I created. I'm going to go ahead and get that build to 99 and then make a rebirth on this build. So if you guys want to see that build as well, let me know in the comments. I'll drop a video on that before I drop more content on my 6'10". But I appreciate every last one of you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Demonics out.